so we've got a new Rivals devlog. We're going to give this a good old watch. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. The leaks of the changes to heroes like Iron Fist, making him more like a Wolverine, I think are super. Like, Iron Fist needs changes. I have a video in the chamber talking about this. Like, he's an inefficient, like, the way Iron Fist cannot stay the way that he is right now. He just can't. Most people agree, too. Like, he's like, as one of the highest ranked Iron Fist players, like, it's just better to play other things. Like, there are times where you can get value on him, but, like, there's definite improvements they can make to his kit. Like, you don't do enough damage to kill supports consistently, even when you make the right play and, like, win the cooldown exchange and force them into a bad spot. Like, your character, you literally don't do enough damage. Like, you cannot kill a rocket, ever. And I talk about this. You cannot ever kill a rocket at all. You literally do not do enough damage, even if you play everything right. Same for Jeff. Now, where they're allegedly taking Iron Fist looks interesting in that, like, they're making him better against tanks, but the reality is, it's like, dude, like, his block comes off at a 15-second cooldown. 15 seconds. 15 seconds on a melee character. And it's like, oh, well, you can punch people and get it back, but it's like, yeah, not with this health pool. And so they're giving him more health so you can get an extra punch or two in, which will reduce the cooldown by 1 or 2. And potentially giving him, like, HP-based damage. We'll see if they talk about it today. But this is going to be a really important blog because, to be honest, I think the Season 1 patch was a miss. I think the game is net worse than it was in Season 0. Not by a lot. A lot of heroes got some good changes. Like, the Hawkeye nerfs were good. The Hela nerfs were okay. Really, the introduction of the mass sustain, though, the Cloak and Dagger buffs were a massive mistake. I think I think Cloak and Dagger's win rate was bad because they're very approachable, and not because they were bad. And so bad players were losing on Cloak and Dagger, and then they over-buffed Cloak and Dagger. I would much rather ban Cloak and Dagger in my games than Luna Snow. You can kill through Luna ult consistently on a lot more characters than you can kill through Cloak and Dagger ult. Like, obviously the mag can counter her, but yeah, okay, let's get into it. Let's see what they have to say.
Hello Rivals, Guang here. As we kicked off the exhilarating first half of
this
season
dude geeks
1,
me. I love this dude.
We're thrilled to welcome even more players to the Marvel Rivals community. Together, we united with the Fantastic Four to take the fight to Dracula. In the second half of Season 1, the remaining 2 family members will be joining the fray, the Thing and the Human Torch. First up, we've got the Thing. He's a powerhouse vanguard, always ready
he can go toe-to-toe with the Hulk.
Whether you need a strong defensive wall or a fierce frontline fighter, he's your go-to guy. And then there's the Human Torch.
This is for me.
He's a blazing duelist who's here to light up the skies.
Another flyer.
And scorch his enemies with his fiery style. He jumps through the air like a comet and brings the heat to need a true aerial ace. His presence will certainly ignite the battlefield. But that's not all. Prepare to explore the sinister depths of the Empire of Eternal Night in our new map, Central Park. Venture into this haunted terrain, now dominated by Dracula's...
Oh, that's sick! It's like in Central Park, but Dracula...
Toska, the Asgardian squirrel god of Yggdrasil, and embark on a daring raid of Dracula's castle to vanquish the darkness and end the Eternal Night.
That's cool. Cool, okay.
Since Season 1 launched, we've seen an incredible surge of excitement for competitive play. As we head into the
It's so tilting playing comp though. They need to nerf supports.
We're rolling out some exciting updates and balance adjustments that are sure to shake things up.
Please reward that rocket buff.
We have decided to implement certain adjustments to the competitive mode. The first half of Season 1 will conclude on February 21st, 2025 at 8 AM UTC +0. At that time, rewards will be issued, including the gold rank costume, Crest of...
Is that a Harley Quinn knockoff of Sue Storm? That's cool.
and the quest of honor for the top 500. When the second half of Season 1 kicks off, players will return their ranks and scores from the end of the first half. To qualify for new rewards, simply complete 10 matches in competitive mode and meet the necessary conditions by the end of the second half. These rewards will include an all-new gold rank costume and a variety of crests of honor, featuring distinct designs for Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternity, and One Above All.
That's cool.
We've heard your feedback about access kernel tokens and how frustrating it can be when they don't carry over. So, we are excited to announce a brand new redemption system. Now, you can convert those access kernel tokens into units. If you purchase the Luxury Battle Pass and redeem all its rewards, you will be able to convert any leftover kernel tokens for units at a specific ratio. We want to make sure that your gaming experience is marvelous, and that you never feel like you are unrewarded for your efforts. Now, let's talk tournaments. We've heard your excitement and questions about our plans for Marvelrivals tournaments since launch, and we are thrilled to see such a passionate community. A thriving player base is the lifeblood of any great game, and we are pumped to see that our in-client tournament,
it's a great system.
Marvelrivals Championship, has maxed out its faction registration in North America.
Do you know what's crazy? It's like, ow, shit, I just hit my knee. You know what's crazy? It's crazy because like, Overwatch is supposed to be a more competitive game, but Rivals has like better systems and shit in game for the competitive scene. Isn't that crazy? I don't think I can speed this video up. Can I? Oh, nice. You can. Oh, Twitter can do this now, or X, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's so cool to see all this stuff in game. Like, I'm not playing competitively as much anymore, but you know, I'm just kind of getting on to stream. But it's cool to see all this stuff. Like again, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to hear Overwatch versus Marvelrivals, and at the end of the day, if you're a consumer who doesn't care, then like just enjoy both. Like, it's great for competition. That being said, though, the reality of the space is that these two are coming after each other, and we're the winners. You know, we've been getting the, listen, like, here's the reality. If you're in the hero shooter space, we have been getting the short end of the stick, and that's the reality, since 2020. Like, hero shooters were dead, in my opinion, unless you've liked Valorant. Like, you know, but at least for Overwatch, I don't think Overwatch got much better from 2020. I don't think it got better to 2024. It didn't, in my opinion. I think the game is worse now than it was in 2020. I'll say that straight up. Like, you know, I think 5v5 sucked, the super tank sucked, all that stuff. The new perk stuff that Overwatch is doing is cool, but it's so weird that the dynamic, just because one competitor has entered the space, is completely different. The dynamic's completely different. Because like, let's be real, Paladins is not big enough of a game to go head to head. There hasn't been competition, and this is proof that competition is king. Competition is good. It's good. So for all of you who are rooting against Overwatch, be careful what you wish for, right? You shouldn't want Overwatch to be bad. You should want Overwatch to be good, so that this game has to be better if you like this game, and vice versa. Blizzard didn't really care until Marvelrivals came out. No, it's not that they didn't care. It's that it forced them to get a sense of direction. Overwatch has struggled with identity issues for many years now. And the main reason behind that is because, again, the people who made the game never had a real vision for the game, to be honest. Like, their vision was Project Titan. Their vision was Overwatch 2. And that's not what Overwatch ended up becoming. So now, to give Aaron credit, you know, and I like Aaron Keller. I think Aaron's cool. You know, to give Aaron credit, it's like, you know, Like they're trying to redefine themselves with the perk system. By the way, the perk systems are not, the perk system is not going to be enough to put Overwatch back on top. Like I think the Overwatch community will be happy with the stuff that they do, but like they've got a bigger problem to solve to take down Marvel Rivals and reclaim their throne. Honestly, I think they had a missed opportunity to drop the Overwatch 2 branding. Like, I know some people might say, well, why should they do that? Why should they give it to the public? It's like, listen, you should want to win the public back over if you're Overwatch, and you cannot do it as long as Overwatch 2 is the branding. You can't do it. You can't. You just can't do it. So I personally think that the perk stuff all look cool, but it's like the 2 on that branding is a fuck you to all the players. So like the best apology they could give is get rid of it. Like, I don't care what you tell me at this point. Show me, get rid of that branding, and keep going. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna keep watching this.
Upcoming updates in the second half of season 1 will be increasing the limit.
I don't think it's arrogance. I think there's a lot of complications around it.
Brace yourselves for a series of Marvel Rivals invitationals.
Like a massive rebrand takes a lot of planning at a corporate level.
Now let's hand it over to Zhiyo, who's ready to share the latest balance.
All right, please don't disappoint me.
Hey Rebels, I'm Zhiyo. Today, we are diving into some exciting balance changes coming up for the second half of Season 1 that are sure to shake things up on the battlefield.
Please don't be bad.
First off, let's talk about the journey we have had so far. The first half of Season 1 has given...
So let's talk about this real quick. What was good about the Season 1 patch and what was bad? The Hawkeye and Hela nerfs were both good. They both got tuned down a lot. I think Hawkeye got hit harder than Hela did. But both needed to happen. Game's better without them for sure. Black Widow is secretly good. I'll say it. I think some of the players suck, but Black Widow against Dive is actually crazy good now. Iron Fist way worse this season. So much harder to get value on him. And the support buffs were a huge miss, in my opinion. Rocket definitely did not need that buff. Who else got buffed in the support role? Cloak and Dagger got overbuffed big time. And I think they missed an opportunity with Sue Stormult to be some kind of heal mitigation on zoning with slight healing for your team. I think that would have made the game much more interesting this season. And while triple support is very overrated by players and they don't understand that it's not as good as people say, it is very easy value. So it's a double-edged sword. They've been able to get more players to queue for support and strategists than any other game in genre ever, based on how they design these characters and how strong they are and what the abilities do. That's an amazing thing to solve. The downside to that is that, hey, like, this is really hard to balance because you're going to easily make supports OP as fuck, which they also did. So yeah, we'll see. I think the support ults were definitely not needed to be buffed, and they got buffed, and that was a mistake. The Moon Knight buffs were good. I think Wolverine's a little too good. I think Storm's a little too good. Like, the game is fun, but I think Season 0, it would have been cool to see, like, the Storm buffs and a couple other things come without support ult buffs in Season 0, and the game would have been really fun. So we'll see what he has to say.
There are some throwing changes compared to Season 0. We have seen more duelist heroes in competitive
duelists opened up big time.
Really shine, while Hela and Hawkeye have cooled down a bit.
They nailed that. And let's not
forget the balance changes at the start of the season and the addition of Invisible Woman. Together, they have revitalized the strategies matter and given players more options. These changes are undoubtedly a win for all. But hold on, there are a few challenges.
Not the rocket buffs.
That we are ready to tackle to make your gameplay even more epic.
Oh, they're addressing it.
The triple strategies lineup has been gaining ground, especially among the upper ranks. For us, it's been great to see so many different team compositions.
Let's see what they say.
Proving that victory isn't just about the classic 2-2-2 lineup.
Yeah.
Now here's the catch.
Triple DPS
the
is
quick
fun
ultimate recharge for strategies like Clock and Dagger and our mischievous friend Loki has led to some oppressive moments. A triple strategy setup often means at least one ultimate counters a Vanguard.
Yo, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Cool. I really want to see their philosophy. Because again, on paper, if you play triple support, technically the supports should build their ult slower because they're cannibalizing their own healing percentage. But that just ended up not being the case because you just shit out so much healing that it just doesn't matter. So nerfing their, like, guys, Cloak and Dagger will build 2 ults before I build 1 Iron Fist ult, and I wouldn't have even like played bad on Iron Fist. Like, I would have done all my character could do, and like the Cloak and Dagger will lap me on ult, and I'm not even playing bad. It's crazy.
Or Duelist ultimate, which may slow down the game's pace. We want every match to feel exhilarating, not dry out. That's why in our upcoming changes, we will be bumping up the energy costs for
By
those
how
frequent
much?
ultimates. We will also be giving some targeted nerfs to certain strategies ultimates. You have Clock and Dagger. I'm looking at you.
Yes,
While
thank
reducing
you.
The ultimate energy costs of some of our Vanguards and Theories,
Oh, nice!
like Venom and Magic, making it easier for them to unleash their powers. Don't worry,
Magic
though.
and Venom
We are not
buffs?
trying to completely shatter that 3 strategies playstyle. We are just looking to bring in more options for
Okay,
fun
this
on
is
the base
good.
and amp up the excitement.
That's smart. See, okay, they're swinging for the fences. Okay, they don't want to gut it, and that's fair. Like I think there are times where like triple strategist should be some kind of option, but man, it's just so fucking easy to get value on this stuff, and it's just not fun. It's just not fun, right? The Venom buffs might go hard. The Venom buffs might go very, very hard. We might start seeing more Namor bans. So yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited for this though. The game definitely undoubtedly listen, they made a lot of good changes in season 1, but again, all it takes in this genre, and this is where balance is so hard. This is why bans mitigate and alleviate so much. All it takes is one mishap, one miss thing. You can get 95% of it right, but get 5% of it wrong, and it can break the whole season. Bans can offset that though. So that's cool. I like what they're saying here, especially targeting C&D, maybe Loki as well. Good. This is promising, but we'll see what happens on paper.
Now, let's chat about Vanguards. Throughout the first half of Season 1,
They did get rid of
Doctor
Double
Strange
Shield
and
as well.
Magneto remain the most mainstream Vanguard chassis, dominating the scene, whether it's a single or double shield lineup. These guys have been the go-to war, soaking up damage and effectively resisting enemy damage pressure. And with the triple strategies lineup, enjoying enhanced survivability. But we want to shake things up a bit. We are planning to dial back the survivability of Doctor Strange and Magneto to keep things interesting.
Holy
Plus,
shit!
We will be boosting some of our movement tabs Vanguards, and we are super excited to introduce our newest hero, the Thing. Get ready for a fresh take on battle dynamics. We have been closely analyzing pick and win rates across all tiers, using battle data and battle rates for our top tier heroes. With all this information in hand, we are making some targeted adjustments to certain characters. For example, Storm is getting a moderate trick to help her find the perfect balance again. Also, Moon Knight's ultimate is also getting a moderate trick to help him feel more balanced.
We need Moon Knight ult to stop these fucking support ults, dude. It's
Now,
super dodgeable.
Let's talk about the balanced schedule. We know it's been a bit longer than we wanted, and that's made it tough to tackle some big issues this season. So here's our plan. We are sticking to our overall balance adjustment schedule and rolling them out with our big updates for the first and second halves of each season.
They're gonna do
But going forward,
mid-season patch?
We will also be keeping an extra close eye on the gap environment throughout each half season. If we spot any urgent issues, we will swoop in with one quick, smaller adjustment to keep everything running smoothly.
Nice, this is good.
Like Galactor observed the innumerable matches.
Okay, this is really good. Because again, dude, like these guys, and I, careful, don't let this get on an Overwatch Reddit, because that's all you do is glaze the Marvel devs, and it's like, dude, come on, like, listen, the patch was not everything I hoped for in season 1, but it was a hell of a lot. Like, I'm sorry, these patches and this game is a hell of a lot more interesting than what season of the month or what flavor of the month Super Tank is getting buffed or nerfed, which will then dictate the meta around them in Overwatch. Like, it's just way more interesting to watch this kind of stuff. But guys, remember, it's just a honeymoon phase, right? But no, this is good. They need to be doing this stuff too. This is good. This is good. This is great. This is all good.
We will mainly be observing and only interfere during the season when necessary. We are committed to being careful with these changes because we want to keep the game
And they don't need to be anything major.
Environment.
Oh, I want to see this.
We will soon be updating the website with the pick rates and win rates for the first half of season 1. After that, we will drop the balance adjustment announcement for the second half of the season.
I'm so
Keep your
curious
eyes
what Iron
peeled
Fist
for
win rate
those
is.
official updates. We are rolling out a hidden name feature in competitive mode for players who reach Diamond 3. Once it's activated, your true identity will be under wraps during the loading screen, hero selection, and the start of the match. Other players won't be able to see your name right away, and after a short period in the battle, your real name will pop back up. Thank you for your unwavering support.
Let's go! Hey, no more Iron Fist target bans, bruh. We can at least reduce the Iron Fist target bans. Oh my god, guys! You know what's crazy? Oh, they dropped it a bit. Oh, the website's up?
Also,
Oh, hold on.
I can't wait to see you harness the power of the complete fantastic.
All right, I'm taking my bet.
Against the Dark Forces.
Iron Fist last season had he had the 3rd highest win rate in GM, a 54%. I'm willing to wager that this season his win rate dropped significantly. Actually, I think Iron Fist had the biggest fall off in the entire game from season 0 to season 1, with Cloak and Dagger getting buffed. Guys, think about this. Cloak and Dagger Bubble can heal through a Storm ult. Cloak and Dagger Bubble can heal your entire team through a Storm ult at base if they stack in it, right? Cloak and Dagger Bubble is on the same cooldown as Iron Fist Kick. Cloak and Dagger Bubble that is strong enough to have you survive a Storm ultimate without doing anything, just stand in it, has the same cooldown as Iron Fist Kick. So I think Iron Fist had the biggest fall off. Like you just can't play him. I was easily in one above all last season on Iron Fist. I'm like C1 right now. Like they gutted the character because of the support buffs. Gutted him. Absolutely gutted him. You can't kill Rocket Raccoon at base. It's crazy. So let's give this a look here, boys. Let's give this a look here. Okay, I've not looked at these yet. So let's start with Cloak and Dagger and Sue Storm have the highest pick rates. No surprise. Let's quickly get up to the top here. Let's go Celestial and above. All right, let's see here. Where's my guy? You gotta be one of the lower pick rates in the game. 51.53% with a pick rate. His pick rate went way down. His pick rate got cut in half, and his win rate went down by like 3 or 4%. So Iron Fist is going to need some changes. Witch obviously has a low pick rate. Widows is low as well. Iron Man kind of down there. Let's check this by win rate. Storm with the highest win rate. No surprise. Yeah, Storm sitting at 54%. Hulk at 54%. Magic. See, dude, this is what I'm saying. Like, how are we going to buff Magic when she's already got one of the highest pick rates in Celestial and above? Actually, no, she doesn't. I lied. Sorry, this is not in order. But she's got a solid pick rate and a really good win rate. Like Magic is significantly better than Iron Fist. Significantly better. So, like, this is where he's really going to struggle. Wolverine, no surprise there with a high win rate. Loki up there. Iron Fist way more down the middle pack. Look at his pick rate. Look at Strange. Strange is picked so much. Groot's up there. Panthers is there. Mantis got hit hard. Those Mantis nerfs actually hit Mantis very, very hard. Rocket's win rates, dude, Rocket buffs went crazy for Rocket. Sidelock went down. Fantastic. Mag is kind of sitting here at 50%. I'm surprised Star-Lord's is as low as it is. Luna's is down here. Namor that's surprising as well. He seems to be picked a lot. Hela got hit hard. Spidey's at 50-50. C&D, you know, that high pick rate, right? And then it kind of just goes down. Hawkeye got crushed. Both snipers got crushed where they should be. And Moon Knight is like, this is crazy that he's getting nerfed. Like, I think he's very overrated. Squirrel Girl pretty far down there as well. So yeah, like, bottom of the pack characters are gonna need to get looked at. This is why I was like, seeing Wolverine, Magic, and Storm up here is no surprise to me at all. Even Loki climbing as well. Like, he's just crazy. I'm the only, guys, just so you all know, like think about this for a second. I'm in Celestial, right? My Iron Fist win rate on my Celestial count, well, I have 2, like in C1 right now. Like, my Iron Fist win rate on my main was like 70%. So the fact that the pick rate, think about this for a second. His pick rate in these games are like 1.8, and I'm high Celestial, okay? I'm high Celestial. Can we go anything above? No, we can't. What about in GM and above? I'm curious. What changes when it's what changes when it's GM? See, then his win rate goes up a little bit, but yeah, pretty much the same. It doesn't change that much. Moon Knight goes up a little bit. The snipers go down. That makes sense because the players are going to be worse. But think about this. My win rate is 70% with like 70 games played or something on Iron Fist. Like, now it's probably down to like 65%. Think about this. With his pick rate as low as it is, with how low the player population is in Celestial, think about how bad some of these kids' win rate is when mine is that high, like, dude, some of these kids must be fucking feeding. Like, the specialists are carrying. So I'm glad they're changing Iron Fist. He absolutely needs changes. 100%. So we'll see what they end up doing to him. But this adds up. So this is interesting. That was a good dev blog, man. I'm still on the Rivals train. A lot of people have been asking me about Overwatch. I think... Look, I don't think that Rivals is going to be usurped anytime soon, just because like Overwatch really shot itself in the foot and slowed itself down. The perk system is cool, all that stuff is good, and the pressure from Rivals is going to be there. But for me, to be honest, like Overwatch, the reason why we're talking about it is that it just dropped all its big stuff, like the answer to Marvel Rivals, and it's going to be very fun to see what it does. I don't think it's going to matter that much in the long term. I don't. We'll see. I do think we start to see Rivals slow down a bit. If Rivals keeps this momentum, it'll be fucking insane. But I do think that you're going to start to see it slow down. There's no way it maintains this. Unless they keep dropping big films. Unless the Marvel brand pulls so much with movie integrations, all this other stuff, that it just stays mainstream. You know? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Who knows, man? Who knows? But I hope Overwatch's stuff goes well because it's going to make them continue to be better. I don't want them to start selling characters, which I fear they will do at some point, especially if there's no real competition. So, like, because I don't 100% trust NetEase yet. I don't, to be honest with you. I don't trust any of these companies. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, like, let's accept the reality. Their goal is to make as much money as possible. Money is what makes the world. This is all about the money. It's all about the money. Anybody who tells you it's not about the money is capping, because money makes the world go round. That's how you power these projects. That's how you make them work. That's how you get quality stuff. It's all about the cha-ching, right? So when there's money involved, these companies will choose to make money. So we'll see. I'm excited to see more of these characters come out. I think that was a great dev block. It's going to be fascinating to watch this cycle continue. And I'm excited for Storm to open up a bit more. I think when they nerf Storm, it's going to let me be able to play her. She's a kind of a pocket pick that I like to play. I think she's solid. I liked playing her in the alphas and the beta as well. She just wasn't that good. So yeah, great blog. I'm excited. Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, guys, before we end this video, my editors too, we've got a brand deal with HelloFresh for today, okay? This is super, super cool. Listen to this, boys. Listen to this. If you guys can order this on stream, okay? So check this out. You can use my code, !ad in the chat. For those of you who don't know, you can click the QR code on screen, right? Or !ad. There's a timer as well. You guys can get 10 free meals and free breakfast with every single meal, dude, using my code. So if you support the channel, and I think my code's in chat. You guys, if somebody wants to !ad. My code is POGHF150010. And click my link in chat right now. I'm going to order some food here towards the end of the stream. You guys get, like there's so much to select from. The food quality is really good. You get massive volume. If you're busy like me and you don't have time to really make meals and worry about all this stuff, they're going to be huge for you, and the quality is really, really nice. So, look, I only take brands that I think really helps out our community. And, you know, you guys need to get fed. So make sure you take care of your stuff. Make sure to check out HelloFresh, guys. Their food is crazy. We're going to order some towards the end of the stream today. But let's go ahead and get in game, yeah?